Disturbed is an American heavy metal band from Chicago which formed in 1994. Most of us know the iconic song Down with the Sickness. Ooh, get down with the sickness. I used to listen to that song all the time at this one nightclub I went to. It was a banger back in the day. It came from the album The Sickness, which was released in 2000. I was only 12 years old when that song came out. Wow, time is flying very fast. I bought the album Believe, which came out in 2002. I was a huge Disturbed fan and I couldn't stop listening to that album, even though that I said it wasn't actually one of their best albums when I check reviews now. Music is subjective because I used to love that album growing up, but I never listened to much Disturbed after that for some reason. But they have 8 studio albums. That's intense actually. I think my music taste just got heavier and heavier as I got older, but now I'm getting even older and my music taste is not getting so heavy anymore. I'm going the opposite way. I'm just starting to get into more chill music these days. The Sound of Silence is a song by the American music duo Simon and Garfunkel, written by Paul Simon. The original acoustic version was recorded in March 1964 at Columbia Studios in New York City for their debut album, Wednesday Morning 3 a.m. The album was a commercial failure and led to the duo disbanding. Simon returned to England and Art Garfunkel to his studies at Columbia University. In 1965, the song began to attract airplay at radio stations in Boston and throughout Florida. The growing airplay led Tom Wilson, the song's producer, to remix the track, overdubbing electric instruments and drums. This remixed version was released as a single in September 1965. Simon and Garfunkel were not informed of the song's remix until after its release. This dude was just like, nah, I'm just going to do this by myself. Screw these guys, I don't need their permission. The remix hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for the week ending January 1st, 1966. Hopefully that Tom Wilson got his credit where credit was due. I guess people know that he remixed it, so but maybe he got a bit of money for that because he basically brought them back into the limelight, leading the duo to reunite and hastily record their second album, which Columbia titled Sounds of Silence in an attempt to capitalize the song's success. People are always trying to do that, man. Capitalize on something all the time. That's why we have about 4,000 Marvel movies that nobody needs anymore. But anyway, the song's origin and basis are unclear, with some thinking that the song commented on the assassination of John F. Kennedy, as the song was recorded 3 months after his assassination, though Simon and Garfunkel had performed the song live 2 months before the assassination, so I don't think it was because of that. Simon wrote The Sound of Silence when he was 21 years old, with Simon explaining that the song was written in his bathroom where he turned off the lights to better concentrate. That's pretty cool though. You just went to go write music in the bathroom. The main thing about playing the guitar though was that I was able to sit by myself and play and dream, and I was happy doing that. I used to go off in the bathroom because the bathroom had towels, so it was a slight echo chamber. I'll turn on the faucet so that the water could run. I like that sound. It's very soothing to me. It's like white noise basically. And I'll play in the dark. Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again. So I was reading an article before this we're going to see now. In a memo by Stanley Greenberg, Greenberg states he believes the song reflected the strong bond he had with his college best friend Garfunkel, who adopted the epithet darkness so as to empathize with Greenberg's sudden onset blindness while in college, even though the song was written by Paul Simon. I'm not too sure how true that is actually. I read a whole article about it and I was like, whoa, just giving me goosebumps and everything. And I was like, well, let me just make sure that this is true. And I think just him sitting in the dark in the bathroom, Paul Simon is actually why he wrote the song, because he's like, hello darkness, my old friend, because he's like sitting in the bathroom writing the song. And I read this whole article that was saying that Garfunkel went to school with this Greenberg guy and he got blindness. He just got a sudden onset of blindness and he went to go check what it was, and I think it was glaucoma or something. Glaucoma had destroyed his optic nerve. He got this sudden blindness and they couldn't cure it anymore. But according to this article, Greenberg gave Garfunkel $400 for helping him out. Because apparently Garfunkel would sit with this guy all the time because he was blind and help him out and do everything with him. They had like this bond together, but so a lot of people think that that's the reason why he wrote the song. But Paul Simon wrote the song and I guess he didn't know Greenberg as well as Garfunkel did, so that wouldn't make any sense to me, to be honest. But that says Garfunkel introducing the song at a live performance with Simon in Harlem, June 1996, summed up the song's meaning as the inability of people to communicate with each other, not particularly intentionally, but especially emotionally. So what you see around you are people unable to love each other, and that's more true now these days than it's ever been with social media and all of that. I just don't think people can connect emotionally anymore. It's a sad world that we're living in, but maybe through music and stuff like these reaction channels, a lot more people are connecting together, but I don't know. I haven't even heard the Disturbed version yet, but I've seen it millions of times on thumbnails and everything. I just don't know why I never got into it. Maybe this is the reason, so I could react to it right now for you guys. I think it's every reactor's rite of passage to react to this song. What do you guys reckon? It's It's almost at 1 billion views, so it must be one banger, that's for sure. It even got the approval by Simon and Garfunkel, so I'm amped for this, guys. It's your reactor, Shaney G, and this is The Sound of Silence by Disturbed. But just quickly before we jump into the reaction, if you guys enjoy the video, please don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another upload again. I also have YouTube and Patreon memberships. If you guys want to join the Shaney G crew, you're more than welcome. We do fun things on this channel. And then lastly, I have a PayPal if you guys would like to request a song for me to react to. Or if you just want to be an ultimate G and donate, you're more than welcome. That'll be so freaking awesome, guys. Let's get to it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
Just his voice is so beautiful. Wow. Almost as deep as mine, hey guys. I like that they kept like all these little lip slaps. You can kind of hear it like he's like... It just adds to the... Because, I don't know, and it starts off so silent and everything. You can't hear a single pin drop, and then his deep, beautiful voice just kicks in there.
The sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed.
Yeah, I love that.
To the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out his warning, and the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are
That gave me such goosebumps. I love this dude's distinct voice. And at the end they just like amplified it, right? Oh, damn. Whoa, it took me so many years to listen to that, and goosebumps all over. How long has this been out? For 7 years. Finally listened to it. To be honest, I was expecting a bit more impact. I don't know why. I still enjoyed it though, and I still think he gave like an awesome performance, but like the hype around the song, I was expecting a lot more. I did get my goosebumps though, which I usually like to feel. I think his voice was pretty awesome there. I don't know, I was just like wanted something more bigger, if that makes sense, but still beautifully done. Maybe like in a live version or something, they push it a bit further, but I don't know how I can explain it, but still pretty awesome. Probably an unpopular opinion, but I quite enjoyed it there regardless. I was expecting some tears and stuff to come out of my face. Not this time. But yeah, we had like a little bit of the history of the song there. And if you guys did like the reaction, you know what to do. It's been your boy Shaney G. Much love, peace, and happiness. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.